In this lesson we're going to look at how we create a new project plan. So project plan is basically a copy of a live master drawing which can be modified and published to the system without affecting the current live plans and live reporting data. So to begin, we open the current live master drawing for this floor. So this is the one we've been working on all along. And what we then do is we're going to use the add project or create new project icon. It gives us a warning that if we've made any changes to this without saving, they're going to be lost because any changes will end up on the project plan but not on the master plan. But that's okay because we've just done a save. Now it prompts us for the building and floor, but it will take those from the plan anyway, so we can leave those as they are. In fact, it's best that you do. And we're going to then give it a description of example project. And then all we need to do is we click the add project button. Now notice it gives it a rather long number, which is a P number, a project number. And it's actually done a couple of things. So one thing it's done is it's actually saved this. Let me see if I can show you this. So it saved it below the original folder where it was. It saved it into a new folder called projects below that one, and on my system it already existed. So it will create that folder called projects and save the drawing into it, and it saved it with a suffix which is basically the P number. What it's also done is it's modified the DWG-ID block. The building code will always stay the same. The floor code has been modified to be the floor code with the project number suffix, and it has also changed the drawing type to be proj in this case. Okay. Now occasionally you may need to double check that that's changed it to the correct one, but it should set it to the correct drawing type automatically. Yours may be different from my system. So now we have a separate drawing. Let's make some fairly obvious changes to this. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to use standard AutoCAD commands just to move these furniture items. In fact, let's get rid of one as well, and I'll just make an obscure change. So what I'll do is just going to make a rather bad change to this wall over here, just so it's something obvious that we can see is different. Okay. Now because we've removed a space block, we need to use the lock list tool to find any issues. So we can then delete that, and whilst it's deleting a record from database, don't panic because this is actually deleting one from the project. So what the system has done is it's copied not just the drawing file, but also it's copied the actual associated location records. So we now have 2 copies of all of the location records, less the one that we've just deleted there. So we've got our locations all lined up. Let's just publish this as normal. We've made some changes now. So that's published it. Notice there's a slightly different, or there may be slightly different rules in terms of when it publishes. That's okay. And now let's flick into the actual system itself. Now we already happen to have the floor plan open as it was, and you notice down the side here we're currently viewing the live. So if we click on this and choose project, we get a list of the project plans for this particular floor. And here's the one, and we can see straight away the changes. So I'm going to select this. And now we have all of the normal web interface functionality in terms of things like layers, so I can turn on things like departments layers and so on. And notice where one of those actually had a department allocated, that's been copied across from the live floor to the project floor. Okay. So what we could do is we can now present this to users and they can plan moves into this. They can modify information such as area types and room allocations to departments and so on without affecting the master plan. So once the actual project has been confirmed and it actually goes ahead, then the drawing will need to be merged back, and we'll show that in the next lesson.